Hello Lovebugs! It's me, Loverrlee. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing something really fun. I am doing the Love is in the Air build challenge. This build challenge is by UKSimmer, and she built this really cool external shell to use and to decorate as we want. So yeah, that's what this whole castle build, that's what this empty lot is starting off with. It's a 50 by 50 lot, and I ended up just replacing Magnolia Promenade. No, sorry, that's not. That's another thing. I forget what they call. I forget what the main park is in Willow Creek is called, but it's the only 50 by 50 lot I could find, or whatever. So I don't really care about that. So luckily, I wasn't already using a 50 by 50 lot. So just keep that in mind if you want to go ahead and try to do this challenge. But yeah, here I am just trying to, figure out a layout, because the inside is completely left open, so we can add whatever walls. So the challenge does say you must download the shell. You must use the shell on the gallery under UKSimmer or hashtag Love is in the Air, something like that. But yeah, basically you download that, you get it in your game, and yeah, you just do your own layout, but you can't take anything away. That's the kick. So you have to build. There's one exception to this that I made for this build, but I feel like it was kind of worth it. Well, I don't know, you may consider this taking away, but I did take away a little bit of foundation. However, I built the foundation in the first place. I made foundation because I really wanted it to be grander and have stairs. Unfortunately, that's a problem right there. So I just kind of covered up with some shrubs. But yeah, because I really wanted this really cool hall. Basically, what I'm trying to build, I forgot to say, is a wedding venue. So yeah, you saw this screenshot or saw what it was called. I ended up calling this lot my big fat Greek wedding lot, just because that is one of my all-time favorite romantic comedies. That and The Wedding Singer. I love romantic comedies that are wedding centric. I don't know. I'm such a nerd, but I really love that. So that's what I went with. And also because I sort of tried to theme it sort of Greek inspired, not so much in the inside of the actual building, but outside for the actual wedding venue area, the actual wedding ceremony with the arches and stuff. I end up theming it Greek. And if you guys have watched my Love Legacy series, you know then that my family, actually my first generation family, which is actually myself, Sim, we actually just got married in that LP, and we actually had a similar themed wedding. However, I obviously didn't have them have a wedding at this lot because this is a new lot, but it was I actually had redone the 64 by 64 lot. It's just a little bit that came with San Myshuno. I always forget the name of the actual lot. I think it's actually Myshuno Meadows, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I revamped that. So that's also on the gallery. I didn't do a speed build of it just because it was already, partially built for me. But yeah, since this is a challenge, I wanted to make a video of it. But yeah, so basically I'm just trying to make this grand, hotel kind of thing, this fairy tale wedding. So I'm making 2 suites upstairs actually. So one is considered the bridal suite, which is this pink room here, which is where your bride is supposed to get ready, and her and her bridal party can dress up and get ready for the big day. And then the other suite is supposed to be the honeymoon suite. So that's where you will after you get married, have your Sims spend the night there and have all sorts of fun things. I did end up I made it sort of my personal goal to use all the romantic garden stuff items, and also a lot of vintage glamour and a lot of you know, hardy. Basically, I used like all the packs, so I'm sorry if you don't have any, because I heavily used a lot of packs. I did not limit myself in this build at all. Unlike some of my past builds, I've really tried to stick to only a few packs. This build, I went all out and just used whatever I wanted in the game. And I have all the packs except for fitness, so that's the only one I know for sure wasn't in this, was fitness, because I do not own fitness. But otherwise, I have used every single pack, I'm pretty sure, in this. Oh, I also add, later you'll see, so I'm making like this area. Oh shoot, I did forget to play test that. I play tested the rest of the whole build and it worked really well. But honestly, I did forget to play test the photo booth studio area. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it play tested. You guys will see tons of screenshots in the end. I went all out on screenshots. I played a sim I'd never played before and got her all like married. It's fun. You'll see it in a little bit. But yeah, this build took me so long to do, you guys. It's not even funny. So right now what you're seeing, this is sped up 2,000%. So that's 200 times the original speed, I believe, is what that means. Or at least 20 times. I don't know. Probably more like 20 times. Yeah, that makes more sense. But I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's like the fastest speed I've ever had to do for a speed build. But I decided that's better than like forcing you guys to watch like an hour-long video, especially if I'm going to be voiceovering it. Like, nobody wants to hear me go on for an hour, and if you do, you can watch my Let's Plays, because that's what I do in my Let's Plays all the time. I have hour-long Let's Plays. But for a Let's Build, I mean, I can only say so much about what I'm building, right? But yeah, this took forever for me to do. That's why I want to start it real early, because I wanted to get it released out to you guys in order for you to play it on Valentine's Day, because that is sort of the idea, is that, you know, with this challenge, you'd be able to use it for Valentine's Day. So yeah, adding in this awesome bar area, I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Like those beautiful mirrors that came with Vintage Glamour, so useful. I use them all throughout the build. And yeah, I also make it a restaurant, as you can see. So I put in like this cafe area over here. And then this is like a little place where people can actually order food and eat there if they want to. I left the other, like there's this dining hall, like this was supposed to be more for like where, you know, where the restaurant, where people would sit to eat at the restaurant too. However, I put those really fun like lighted branch items out. And so like technically I noticed none of the Sims ate there, probably because those lighted branch things are kind of too big. However, if you don't want those, or if for whatever reason, you know, you don't even have the pack and so it doesn't even matter, like you could make that whole dining area, that big dining room, that big dining hall into the restaurant area if you wanted as well. It's really up to you. You can kind of go in and you know, finagle it or like fix it however you want. But yeah, so here's all this spa day stuff. So I also wanted like a his and hers couple retreat kind of area as well. And like I said, I made a big point to use all of the Romantic Garden stuff because that is my favorite pack of all time. I love it so much, and yeah. So I had to use every item in that pack, or at least almost every single item from that pack. And then here I am making a little spa, so you can even have your sim, you know, play out them going to the spa before, you know, getting ready as part of getting ready for the, you know, for their wedding day. And of course, every great build needs a bubble room, so I included a bubble room off to that side there. And then also a really fun idea, I have to give credit where credit is due. I didn't come up with that awesome idea to make like a present table. That actually came from the lovely Lost in Sophie. I actually watched her build sort of a nice wedding venue recently as well, so that's where I got that idea. And also later on, I use a lot of her like tips or like tricks in how to make a really cool pond too. So once we get to that, of course, this, like I said, this build took forever. So yeah, here I am like just adding like extra mirrors and stuff into this pretty lot. Okay, so like I said, The Wedding Singer is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. Like, I'm actually going to be watching both of those movies for this Valentine's Day. That's what I've decided to do. I'm like, that's what I wanted to do. I'm like, I have to watch A Wedding Singer and I have to watch My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Yeah, I just love those movies. But so that whole reception area was definitely heavily influenced by both of those movies. But definitely the 80s movie, The Wedding Singer. So yeah. Yeah, just I have a lot of bathrooms in this lot too, so I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that, about like Sims having to go to the bathroom or anything like that. So that's always very good. So here I am just like making sure that I put out everything. So like all those awesome ruins, those came with the, oh, what's the pack? I think it was the Get Together pack. Yeah, it was the Get Together like expansion. And so I make it all ruiny, and it's like, yeah. I'm like really, I love the way it turned out. And yeah, I think it turned out better in, this way than almost the San Myshuno one that I did. So even though I was kind of doing the same theme, I feel like this one actually turned out better. But yeah, I mean, I just like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just like, this build took way ridiculously long to do, but I hope you guys like it and appreciate all the effort that went into it. I should have like actually like looked at how long, because like I said, it's like, so okay, it's almost 20 minutes of footage, right now that you guys are going to be watching. Like the sped up version, the sped up footage is 20 minutes long, and then I have like 5 minutes of, because I took way too many screenshots, so I have like 5 minutes of screenshots for you guys. But I think that honestly the whole thing, so what is that? Like, we're doing some reverse math. I'm so bad at math, so I'm not even gonna say it, but you guys can figure out then if it was sped up 200%, how many minutes is that? That's like a long time, right? Like, is that like 10 hours or something? I don't know. It felt like it took like literally 10 hours to complete this build. So I feel like this is probably honestly like my longest build I've ever done. And if that's the case, if that's really if I'm doing the math right, I could totally be doing the math wrong. I don't know. I don't have a calculator. So, but yeah, here I am actually finally getting to the landscaping. So had to use these holiday pack trees with the lights. They're so pretty. Have you guys like gone, a lot of cool downtowns will have this, where like if you're walking around downtown at night, they'll have the trees with like the lights up even like year round. I've been to a few towns that do that, and I just love that. I love that. And you do like a late night park or like a late night evening walk in the park, and to see like all those pretty trees lined up in the downtown area. It's so pretty. I love it so much. So yeah, had to get in a grand piano, and it does work. The Sims do get, I will get it eventually. Like, it was kind of hard to get, like, because I wanted it to look like the ruin of a building, like a building used to be standing there, but then, it kind of crumbled around and it was just like left open. But yeah, I do end up getting it to work, and you guys will see in the screenshots, I was able to hire a pianist, and they were able to play piano while we got married. So it was really freaking awesome. And yeah, I was gonna put this vampire rug there, but I felt like that was too much, especially for an outdoor wedding. Although it would make a really nice like a runner, like just in general, like if I did an indoor venue anywhere. That is the one thing I felt like I couldn't squeeze in here, even though it's so silly, right? Because it's like this gigantic building, and yet I have zero like indoor wedding, just in case, like, you know, you think, oh, what if it rains on your wedding day, right? Gosh forbid it rain. It's like that Alanis Morissette song. It's like rain on your wedding day. But it's like, okay, luckily it's The Sims though, right? So I figured there is not any rain, at least not yet. Maybe we'll get rain in the future at some point. But right now we have no rain, so it's all good. And we can have beautiful outdoor weddings without having to worry about the rain. So that's the one benefit, right? So yeah, it's all coming together now. That whole like wedding area. And then I do like, so I don't know if you guys have seen any of my other builds, you will know that landscaping is not my thing, but here I am actually trying to kind of emulate this this really pretty what do you call it, like a pond, like a still water pond. And like I said, all credit to this like technique totally goes to my girl, that Lost in Sophie girl, cause yeah, she is awesome, and she like did a couple of these on her venue, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like such a beautiful, just the way, you know, where you do the rocks all around, and then you do like all these different flowers, and then even putting like moss and things in the inside, like picking this color of pool too. Like I've never done it that way, and it just turns out so pretty. And I'm so happy I was able to like squeeze in at least one of these. I was like, I couldn't do more than one though, because like this took me probably a solid 2 hours, honestly, just this pond alone. So yeah, I'm like, it stresses me out just watching it, honestly, because it takes so long, but honestly, you can't argue with the results, right? So, and I'm happy to add this giant fountain. I love that giant fountain. That was also something that was on my my Shuno renovation, and I had to make sure it was also here. And same with those trees. So those trees are actually not from Romantic Garden stuff like you would think they were. The ones with the lanterns are actually from movie stuff. So you'll need movie stuff if you want those cool lanterns hanging from the trees. But yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it, because those are like my favorite trees in the game. Excuse me. But yeah. I'm losing my voice talking for 20 solid minutes about like what I did in this build. Like honestly, I could not speed this up faster, you guys. Like it was as fast as I could make it go. So yeah, hope you don't mind me just rambling for 20 whole minutes while we watch this speed build. But yeah, I had to make sure, like I said, to use all the Romantic Garden stuff. So I did some outdoor seating out there too. And the sundial, made sure to put it in a actually sunny spot, even though it doesn't really matter. But had to also stick in the sneaky little wishing well. And actually I do also put in a woohoo bush, but I didn't get like footage of that. But I do stick it like really hidden behind a tree in like in between the two downstairs bathrooms. So there's a male and female bathroom that you have to get to from the dance hall, like the buffet, you know, hall. But like on the outside, there's like this little place. It's like, you guys will see, actually I get a screenshot of it though. But yeah, I'm also like really happy that there is this awesome like fountain that literally just drips water onto like the ground. So it's like, how perfect is that? Because then it means that it will drip into the actual lake or pond or whatever. So really happy about that. And yeah, just finishing up the last little details here. Had to get, you know, it all super like green and like tons of wildflowers and with those same colors. So I did a lot of pinks and blues and purples were sort of the theme colors here. And last but not least, had to get that little bear, Valentine's bear on the top. But yeah, here is the final build. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Like, look at all those balloons and lights and oh my gosh, even like, look, it has like a plaque and then it has like a little sandwich board that says who's getting married. It's so cute. And then as you walk in, and then this is to your left. Oh, actually I did move, see, look, I moved those bushes back. You can see, I fixed that. But yeah, this is the inside of the dining hall area, and then you've got this fun little bubble room with bubbles all around and the fish tanks. And then this is the bar. And then you keep going through and then you get to the cafe little area. And this is also where a lot of the Sims will eat, being served from this massive kitchen. And there's both like, there's two different kinds. So like there's for the restaurant and then other things. So upstairs, this is what you see once you come upstairs. There's that awesome photo booth. I haven't tested it, but hopefully it works for you. Yeah, the bears. Actually, there is a bear there too. Oh man. Yeah, and then this is what the, other side looks like, going into this awesome spa area with his and hers couples massage. Gotta get a couples massage going. After the wedding, before the wedding, I don't know. It's all up to you, all up to you. And then this is really fun. This is the bridal suites where the bride will get ready. Also has an ensuite bathroom. And yeah, then this is the honeymoon suite. You've got the awesome fireplace. You've got jacuzzi in the room. Like, oh my gosh. How fun is that to like have a jacuzzi in your room? And then like a bar area, very, very nice. And then there's not one, but two types of tubs in the honeymoon suite. Your girl Loverrlee, she is all about that tubs, the tubs. And then this is just one of the many public restrooms that your Sims can use. And then here's the outside. So look how gorgeous this pond turned out. I am so proud of this pond. Like, I am in love with this technique. It's totally awesome. And then this is what the outside looks like with all the fun balloons. And look at how sparkly it is with all the lights and like all the pretty flowers. It's so pretty. And then you can go around the corner here and this is what that looks like. You've got your wishing well in the back and that awesome fountain. And then just a shot from the other way there. Yeah, and then this is what it looks like at night. It is so, so pretty. I would so want to get married here in real life. I would totally, 100%, if you could like make a Sims lot into a real lot, I would totally get married here. So here's a Sim. She's actually not a Sim I made. She's just like a pre-made Sim. And I had her do her makeup. So I tested that. That works. And then her using that mirror totally works. And then getting some little drink before her wedding. So she actually met the bartender downstairs. And I had her just propose to him like after getting them flirting and stuff. So that's Rocco there. I forget her name. I think it's like Shauna or Sharon or something. I don't know. But see, there's the pianist. He can actually use the piano as they get married. So see, the whole arch actually works even with all that stuff that I put all around it. And she actually had to make her own wedding cake because this person did not make her cake. And yeah, they were going to actually like do that whole, cut the cake thing. But like it had just ended the wedding because it took her so long to bake that cake. And then they can do a dance off on the dance floor, and here they are doing couples karaoke. Aww, little romantic duet there, so cute. And then they're using the saunas upstairs, as well as that woohoo bush that I said I put downstairs. And they decided to go get a little free and play in the fountain as well. So yeah, here's the layouts, and then I'll show you like what the what the servers' outfits look like and everything. But yeah, this will be up on the gallery under hashtag Loverrlee or hashtag Love is in the air. So hope you enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day.